And so, yes, welcome, Carol. Carol is the very powerful lady that we know her for some
Thank you.
years, if you haven't seen her or heard her. And we are very grateful that you took up the role to come here and also be part of this of the session. And because of the timing, we are going to let you get started because you only have 40 minutes for that, and to share with us the nutritious, easy way of uh, of of bringing up nutritious food that people can eat and really enjoy the food. So I want to welcome you. Feel at home. I love your kitchen. It's looking fabulous from this side. I think everybody has. And just
Thank
to help
you.
people in their
Thank
housekeeping
you.
here, if you need to see Carol a bit much closer, click on her profile and she will become a little bit much more magnified, and you can see her much more better on your side. Once you click on her profile, you'll be able to see her better and whatever she's presenting on the day. So that will make it easier for you. So that's one part. And if there's something she's sharing on the screen, you'll also be able to see that on your side. So that will be great. So I let you get started and enjoy the guys who are here, because let me see whether you can hear us, Carol.
Yeah, I can hear you well, Joy. It's a pleasure to be here today on this virtual summit. It feels a bit strange because at some point I felt like I was talking to myself. I hope you guys out there are watching, and
Yes, we can hear you
I
well.
love
We
talking
can hear
about
you
food.
well.
When I get an opportunity to talk about food, I'm always obliged to do so. So, Joy, you're
Yes,
gone.
I'm leaving now, and I'll be hearing from the other side. So that I leave you now for the stage is all yours.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, Joy. So, what I'm going to talk about today is I won't be actually cooking, but there are a lot of background information that most of us, we tend to not take food very seriously. We tend to take food as something that fills our stomach. When we are hungry, we just go pick something, do something fast, and fill our stomachs. But food is a very, very important factor of our well-being in life. And when you hear people say, or scientists or whoever say, you are what you eat, that's very true. That's very true. So what I always try to do is to encourage, especially parents, to include children in the process of cooking. And when I talk about the process, I talk about shopping. The process starts there. So maybe because I'm a chef and I have the whole day I'm dealing with food, it might be that I am more into this than everybody else. But this is blocking my face, so I'll just take it out. But everybody else has to do with food anyway, because we all eat. We all have to eat to live. So I encourage people to always, parents especially, to always include
Hi,
children. Hi, one
Caroline. Oh
boy.
my gosh, this is amazing. That you have our
Nice
very
to
own
have you
Caroline
guys.
Muhlenbrock, Karibu Jikoni.
Yeah, looking good this morning, one boy.
Yes, we needed to look good. With our African attire, it's an
Yeah, me
African
too.
virtual event. We need to look the part.
Yes,
You see, I even
here
have a
we
little
are.
map there of our journey, the African map,
Wow.
a very beautiful continent.
Yeah,
Thank you
that's
so much
good.
for joining us.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, I feel honored to be
Yes.
here.
Karibuni Jikoni, you amaze me with the energy, your passion of cooking, your delicious food that I can't wait to eat.
Yeah.
Soon I will come and
Mambo,
eat. I remember
please,
we did bajia. You interviewed me. We did the bajia. And I did try to cook the bajias. Honestly, it was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful meal. I did try to cook it with my son.
Wow,
So thank you so much, Caroline, for joining us.
Yeah, thank you. I had just started talking about, food as something that most people don't give much thought. We have food and we eat because we are hungry, but what that food does in your body for you, we don't give it much thought. You get sick, you go to a doctor, but there are so many things that one can avoid by eating the right foods. And what I was saying is, this starts with our children, because when your children start from the very young age, and not only to know this is healthy and this is not, but understanding the whole thing behind that, they grow up to be adults who also use food in the right way and not misuse food. So that's actually my topic today. That I it's one thing just showing you something quickly, what you can cook, but there are recipes everywhere. So I decided to go a bit deeper into this topic of taking care of ourselves, and especially women over 40, like me, like you, boy, and so many who are. We ought to start thinking about things that we didn't think about when we were 20 or 30, because our bodies are changing. And for example, I've been trying to lose weight for the last 1.5 years. And it's like when I was 25, there was a Christmas season. I ate a lot, and I gained some 6-7 kilos. And I started training in January, and within 2-3 weeks, the kilos were gone. But that's not the same anymore, because our bodies react differently. When you get older, your metabolic rate slows down, and things don't work out as quickly as one would want to.
Yeah.
And that's a point where you start to think about, for those who have nice bodies, that there are people who don't have to do much. But I'm the kind of person who has to really work on my body to get the body that I need. Or it's not only about slimming. It's about feeling good. It's about taking care of the organs inside. There are some people who are really slim but are not healthy.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if you have some more kilos or not. It matters that you give your body the nutrients that it needs.
Yes, because one thing I find is that I don't know, some people have got better metabolism than others, and they tend to stay that slim. I'm not sure whether it is to do with the metabolism or it's just their body is. However much I've got a friend who eats a lot.
Yeah.
She does eat good food, but she can eat anything. But her metabolism is really, really good. I'm just wondering whether that has also got some effect on how much weight you gain based on your metabolism.
Yeah, it does. There are some people who are lucky in life. They have the advantage of having good genes. It's I'm not one of those.
Oh yeah, me too.
The smell of food, you feel like you're expanding like a balloon. But regardless of whether you have good genes or not, it has been scientifically shown that you can influence that, and that is mostly using food, and of course sports, exercising. But today we are talking more about the food we eat. So what I have been doing for the last almost 2 months now, no, more than 2 months, I have changed to a plant-based diet.
Okay.
So I am not eating meat. I'm not eating any dairy products. And you hear this all the time. Or I've been reading a lot on nutrition the last actually always, but now I'm going deeper. And there's a book I read where the author was saying that a plant-based diet can heal anything. So I had problems with my knees. I could not jog for a long time because I always had pains. And after I decided to do this plant-based thing, within 2 weeks, I could do 10 kilometers without pain. And now I'm on 21 kilometers. I did on Monday. So it really, it sounds, when somebody says that, we don't tend to believe it, but it's really true. The meat we eat, I'm not in any way telling anybody they should stop eating meat. What I'm saying is just look at the advantages of eating, a lot of fruits, a lot of vegetables, and reducing the amount of meat, eggs, poultry that we eat, because these are the things that are really affecting us. And one thing, I think I'll go there. One thing that people don't realize, I'll give you an example. We, in Africa, in Kenya, we know our families. We have big families. A mother and a father have 5, 6, 7, 8, even 10 children. So potency was never a problem in Africa. It really never was. You never hear cases of men not being able to get children. Of course, there are a few cases of that. But it's not as much as it is here in Europe. So in Europe, you're hearing almost everywhere you go, you have issues of couples who have been trying for a long time to have children. They cannot. Men who are not functioning. And a lot of that has to do with food. The Erectile Dysfunction Institute has there's some noise.
It's not from us.
I can hear it.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay, yeah, and yeah, it has been shown that eating a lot of meat, eggs, and dairy products slows the flow of blood to your organs, and not only the heart. So for men, if there's a man listening here, that's the matoma you really love. And eating a lot of there's this thing with people who say that when men eat a lot of eggs, it helps in being able to function better. That's not really true. Eating a lot of those, dairy products, meat and milk and all that actually slows the blood flow into your organs. That means that organ that really needs blood at some point
is getting only proteins. Sorry, Caro, I'm just going to ask you, can you, on your screen, can you double click it so that you can maximize yourself, so you can fill up the screen? So when you go onto your screen, you double click on it, then you're the one. Yes? Are you filling up the screen now? Brilliant. Yes.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah. So I would really want people to think about such things, because and what is also important is to know that is what we are doing to our children, starting from a very young age. And that is why you hear about a low sperm count, because our boys have been eating processed foods from the time they were young. So this has been destroyed from the very beginning. And even our girls, the girls are not so much affected by this like the boys. And this is a very important topic that I'll be trying to talk about often, because most of us don't know this. And this is a Western problem that is also getting into, unfortunately, also into our African countries, because we want to be Westernized. We want to eat those sausages every day in the morning instead of sweet potatoes and domas and these things. And that and because we tend to think that is Western and that is good, we want to do that, but that is not helping us. It's actually destroying the foundation of a healthy being. And what I always say is try to combine as many colors as possible. You can never go wrong with that, because different fruits, different vegetables have different nutritional values. So one of the things that we should always try to include in our diets is spinach, mangoes,
greens,
these green leafy vegetables. And then because when you have greens like spinach and sukuma wiki, kale, it has iron, and iron always needs vitamin C in order to be absorbed well in the body. So when you're eating these green vegetables, always include something like tomatoes. They have vitamin C. Have some lemon juice, and when you mix it like that, the body takes all of it, all of what you need from that food. And going into the topic of easy and fast dishes, because that's what many of us need. We are living in a world nowadays where we don't have time for whatever. We have time for some hours on Facebook, but we don't have time to cook a healthy meal. That's what we say. We are spending our time on other things that we think are important, and neglecting the things that are really important. But let's try to see how we can get easy, quick meals for families. I always say preparation is everything. So start with the shopping. Go shop for a week. Come home. There are some things that you can prepare and deep freeze. You can do something like some tomato sauce, which when you have children, this is something that goes very well with spaghetti or pasta. So go take some tomatoes, some onions, fry the onions with a bit of oil, put the tomatoes in, put some salt, pepper, of course, and some herbs. If you have oregano or if you have coriander, cook that for about 10 minutes. Then puree that with the blender, or blend that. Put that in portions and defreeze it, or put it in the fridge. So that's something that is done within 10 minutes, and you can do a bigger pot. There's no magic in doing a simple, healthy tomato sauce. Some people buy the canned ones, the tins, because you think it's easy and it's faster. And actually what you're doing is you're giving your body a lot of sugars. That just take that can or that glass and read everything that is in there. You realize that these are things that you don't really want to have in your body. So, and it doesn't take a lot of your time. Actually, when you fry the onions a bit and put the tomatoes in, put some water or if you want to have some cream in that, you can put in some cream, or some, if you're doing a plant-based diet, you can put some vegetable stock in. After 10 minutes, you prepare that, you're finished. So other things you can also prepare are things like beans. So when you boil your beans, you can also do, for example, some coconut beans, and these are things that you can always deep freeze, and eat later and take them out in portions. So what I also do is, for example, for the kids in the evening, I prepare some fruit salad or some oats, overnight oats, and then they have some healthy breakfast in the morning. Just slice your vegetables or your fruits, drizzle in some what is it called, lemon juice, to make sure they don't get brown, they don't oxidize, and then they can eat that in the morning. And that is also important, to have our children eat healthy meals in the morning before they go to school, meals that will keep them full for a longer time. So what if I don't have much time? Kids are coming from school, and I'm here in the kitchen, and it sounds funny. I'm here in the kitchen. I'm cooking I'm preparing dishes for the restaurant, but mostly we eat different things because I don't want the kids to be eating restaurant foods all the time. So we'll make our ugali, because we all love ugali. So what I do is, and this takes 15 minutes really. So what I do when the kids come in, they're doing their homework, I slice 3 tomatoes, 1 red onion, some coriander. I have some oil. I have some salt and pepper. My kachumbari is finished. So water is cooking already for ugali. I mix my ugali, and I have some 3, 4, 5 eggs, and you have a complete dish within 10 to 15 minutes. There's the ugali. There are the eggs for the proteins, and you have kachumbari as the vegetables. So these are meals that you prepare within 15 minutes at most. Let it even be 20, because maybe you cannot slice as fast as I do. But even if and what you can also do is you can let your kids come into the kitchen. Boy, your kids are
rummaging the kid. Yeah, they're always rummaging the fridge.
Yeah, and these are things that you slice the tomatoes, you slice the onions, and let's put this together, and you're finished within minutes. Or even if you're doing something like noodles, pasta, try to buy whole wheat pasta, because that's giving you more nutrients than the white ones, which are still better having the white ones, the white ones, than maybe chips, or what are they called, French fries that we buy in the supermarket and just put them in the oven. Some of us don't know that these French fries are not even real potatoes. They are made out of some powder. So it's easier actually to just peel some potatoes and fry them. That way you know what you're eating. So I'm always for doing your own foods. You can never go wrong with that. And if you try to minimize the process by preparing the foods, maybe in the evening, preparing some of the things in the evening, so that when you come from work, you don't have a lot to do. You're not overwhelmed by, oh, I must cook now. And if you have planned for this, maybe even written a list of foods you're going to make the whole week, and go shopping for the whole week. Decide like, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna be making rice with beans and vegetables. So you already have that at home, and it helps. It helps a lot to have a plan, a meal plan, where you write everything you need, and it avoids the issue of getting something quickly.
Okay.
So it's am I almost?
Yes. So yeah, you've got another 6-7 minutes. Please carry on. And then because I just feel like I need to listen to you more. and all that, we've got quite a few listening to you. But I'm really learning a lot about diets that some of it we take for granted. But please keep on, Caroline. Pick up your main key points and thank you.
Yeah. So where was I now? I was talking about meal plans. So when we do our meals, when we plan our meals, and also allow for treats. Don't be so strict on yourself, saying like, I want to eat these healthy meals. You can also do the fast foods yourself. Like I said, you can also do your French fries. Don't buy those that are available in the supermarket. Just do them for yourself, because your kids, if you have young kids, they'll appreciate that. It won't be only boring. Kids tend to see these healthy things as boring. So what you can do, you can even do burgers at home. It's so easy when you buy minced meat, for example, and you come home. I don't know if many of you know how to make those patties. You take some old bread, you soak it in water, and then you have some onions sliced, you have some garlic, an egg or two. You mix the minced meat with the bread and the eggs and salt and pepper, and you can make your burger patties. And slice some tomatoes after frying that, and some salad. And these are the things that maybe kids also enjoy eating. So what is important, what I always try to tell everybody I talk to about food is to cook yourself, to buy the ingredient, enjoy the process. And that also means, just dancing in the kitchen. That's how you make things fun. Because everybody is not everybody, but so many people find kitchen chores or the cooking as, oh, now I have to cook, I don't know what to cook. Go into that kitchen, put on some music, open that fridge, get whatever is inside there out, and just be creative. There are no rules when it comes to cooking. There are really no rules. So even when I give a recipe, I always say you can change it the way you want. You can do with it what you want, as long as it suits your taste. Yeah. So the most important thing in the food making, in the cooking, is making it a fun thing. Enjoying the whole process of shopping, trying out different things, combining things that are. The other day, I made a red cabbage salad, and I put in some. I had some pineapple in the fridge, and I mixed red cabbage with pineapple. I had never eaten that before, but it was delicious. That's. Get whatever you have in the fridge and just be creative. Combine things. See how they taste. If they don't taste good, next time I'll try something else. Be adventurous in the kitchen. And when you try out different things, it's fun. It's better than when you're eating the same things every day, because at some point it gets boring. And I'm telling you, you can combine almost everything. It's there are no limits. There are no limits. And I just I just wish we could have more time so that I can tell you some of things I have combined in my life, some of the things that are now foods that I sell here in the restaurant, where the guests come every now and then and ask for. And in the beginning, because I was not writing down things, I was just combining something, and somebody would ask me, "What did you put in there?" And I was like, I really.
You need to share those recipes.
Yeah. That's why I started noting things down to know, okay, that worked well, that didn't work well. And now I am in the process of compiling a recipe book, some kind of a recipe book, which you will be seeing sooner or later. And, whoever watches my Karibu Jikoni shows knows that, I'm passionate about cooking. So I always try to give as much as I can, give what I know, because that's the only way we can help each other. And you can give in any field.
Wow.
So
I'm hungry. Carol, you've made me hungry. I'm already feeling hungry. Christine Duinga is asking, could you share your recipes, or might you have a Facebook page I could follow? So maybe you can give that information to Christine and your listeners.
Yeah, Karibu Jikoni is my Facebook page. Do you mean I should write?
Yeah, they should like you to share your recipes, or might you have a Facebook page I could follow? Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Christine, you can follow me on Karibu Jikoni. Just give in Karibu Jikoni. It's a Facebook page. I also have a YouTube channel, Chef Carol's Show. Let me write this down. So I have my cooking classes there. Chef Carol's Show is my. Is that? Okay. So that's my YouTube channel, and Facebook is Karibu Jikoni.
Brilliant.
So when you go to the Karibu Jikoni page on Facebook, I have a group that is called Chef Carol's Recipes and More. So that's where I share some of the recipes. But if you follow Karibu Jikoni and watch the shows, you'll always get the interesting and delicious recipes of the foods that I make on the show.
Brilliant. That is just Carol.
Yeah.
I can see more and more people are joining to listen to you. We will have a recording, ladies, and our guests that are joining us. And you can listen to some of what Carol has given us. What a wonderful workshop that you're giving us, Carol. Maybe just repeat one more time how they can get in touch with you. And maybe talk about your restaurant.
Yeah, I have a restaurant here in Germany. It's called Haus Muhlenbrock. It's in Mühlenbröck, that's North Rhine-Westphalia, and we do African dishes and also a bit of German foods. So we also have a hotel, just in case you guys want to get out for a weekend and with your family. It's a very nice area where you can go for walks. There are forests around here. You can go for walks, you can do bicycle riding and that kind of thing. And of course, it's the delicious, nice African dishes that I do here. So yeah, it would be nice to welcome you guys. In summer, we have Nyama Choma events. We do not every Sunday, but we have dates. Go to our website.
Nyama Choma means roast meat, for those who don't know.
Yeah, I'm thinking everybody's Kenyan. It's grilled meat. www.hausmuhlenbrock.de. So that's the website of our restaurant. You can go there and see what is happening. We also have, except for this year because of Corona, we have African Festival that goes for 3 days in summer. There's a lot of, the dancing and African food, and there are people selling African souvenirs. It's how a festival that we have a very big beer garden outside, so we organize these events for outside, and it's a nice place to come and meet people, interact. And if you're an African artisan and there's some products you sell and you would like to sell those, get in touch with me. And we trying to bring our African culture, showing, presenting it in a positive way. This is who we are. We like dancing. We have delicious foods. We have nice things that we sell and put on, and the carvings and all, everything that is African.
Brilliant.
I'm so passionate about positively representing our culture. I do that more with food. And when I organize such events, I try to include everything. So, and also, like I said, my YouTube channel, there's many recipes. There are my talk shows there, and my cooking class. So that is where you get everything. And please subscribe, guys.
Please subscribe to Caroline Waithera Mühlenbröck, an amazing chef, Karibu Jikoni, and she just does not just cook, she entertains us as well in the morning and in the evening. So thank you so much, Carol. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Sunday
morning, Carol's breakfast. Yes, I love your show. I listen to your show. I listen, I dance with you. And yes, you're right. When you're cooking, cook with a passion while you're dancing. So I've got my Alexa that I talk to, and I listen to music as I'm cooking. So thank you very much for this session. Yeah. And now we have a networking session where you can now meet the other guests. So we can go to the next session, which is networking. Okay. And thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yes. You're welcome.
Thank you for having me, Wamboi. Enjoy. This was a privilege. Bye. Yeah. Bye-bye.